Hello, and we are live. Now let me just change up the title of this video in the live stream because I think it's slightly incorrect. Always a little bit finicky with all the technical difficulties. Okay, new team comp every day. Should be saying that now. Anyways, but we are going to be testing out Ellen's comms. Got super lucky like yesterday, the day before. Very lucky to pull her because we actually lost our 50-50 and got her early. So really happy about that. Look at that design. So she's like half shark as well as half maid. Really interesting design. Doesn't really talk much though. I'm not too sure whether this is like her full voice lines already or whether maybe she's gonna like add more in a little bit too. Can you guys hear me real quick? I'm just trying to test for my feedback to hear myself. Yep, sounds like it's working fine.
I'm not very patient. That's probably obvious.
Okay, so now I'm just going to do some showcases today of her team comms. The characters that I'm going to be using are Grace as well as Lycaon, who we also got like in the previous stream as well. I think they work really well. Let's just do some quick demo and we will go on with like more harder content. We finish all of the story. If any of you who are interested in like the story clips, you just want to see the clips, don't want too much of the combat, check it out on the channel. Super useful as well. So let's go ahead and unga bunga a bit too low level, so I'm going to take them up to level 40. We're hopefully going to a Hollow Zero today, so we'll check that out. So a lot of ice application, that's her skill ability.
Stay calm now.
So just show off the ult. Super nice ult. But once we get it, this is her reaction axis or swap axis. We'll be posting out like all the showcase on the channel as well, so you guys can check it out if you're interested. Yeah, as you can see, she doesn't really talk too much. Even her ult also is just a few lines, unlike some characters who just say a little bit more.
At your service.
Okay, let's go to this.
How annoying.
Very, very cool. Okay, so I think that's enough showcase for this. What we're going to be doing today is I'm going to be showing you a variety of team comms. The one that's on the thumbnail is going to be like probably the main team comm that I'll be trying out. But of course, I think Sokaku also works pretty nice. Grace works really nice. We'll swap in them like interchangeably throughout the course of this live stream. So just a quick experience today. Just covering some dailies. We always like to get our daily buffs, our daily coffee as well. The beautiful thing about Zenless Zone Zero is time sensitive. So I can just go back in, sleep real quick. Through here. Just because below here it's like do something until the day ends. So just need to rest. Hey Adi, welcome to the stream. Just doing some testing for Ellen today. And hopefully we can go more into the Hollow. We're actually done with the story. The clips of like the videos will be uploaded on the channel, so don't worry about like missing any storyline. I got most of it. It'll be uploaded like in the next 2 days or so. Quite interesting because these ones were like there's only 2 that I think were covered off stream, but it's the maid, Victoria housekeeping kind. Should be up in the channel in a couple of days time. Okay, let me just farm some mats. I need to get a little bit higher. So today we're going to be playing mostly with Ellen, and Lycaon I think works really nice because his ice works super nicely with Sharp Bull too. The center is where it's going to change a little bit. I personally not too sure whether Grace works better or Sokaku works better. Both have their pros and cons. Grace of course adds a bit of more range, loses a bit more ice. But let's start off with this since this is probably going to be like the thumbnail team that I'll be putting on. Yeah, it was super lucky because we lost the 50-50, so very, very lucky. to get her early. Very early in fact. I think it's like 20 pulls in.
Stay calm now.
A lot of ice application from Ellen. So that's her dodge attack.
Stand still. Stay calm now.
That's her swap in assist.
Wanna help me test this? Let's hurry it up.
Understood.
The three-pronged approach.
Yeah, definitely looking forward. But she's the only character that didn't play during CBT 1, new character,
Have a couple more.
and it would be really sad if like we didn't get to at least try her out for the CBT 2.
Here, catch. Don't drop it.
Say no more.
Hey Chucky, welcome to the stream.
The three-pronged approach. Here, catch. Don't drop it. I'm scissors, you're paper.
She doesn't really talk much, she's like quite silent most of the time. Limited character though, so I have like higher expectation of limited characters, but out of all of the characters, she definitely feels like one of the best units now in the game in terms of like the overall feel what she does. I'll show you the out also. Let me just get back in, farm more mats. Now we are basically at end game, like so to speak, because all we are doing is just leveling up and tackling the end game content, which is very important to make guides. So if you guys notice on the channel, I've uploaded a lot more like clips of gameplay and whatnot, because we kind of see out what can be unlocked already. But let me just try to get the burst ready. You know, something that's like super underrated is after a long days of work, ZZZ is actually super fun to play. Because you just want to like bunga stuff, but I guess most Honkai Impact 3 players would feel that too. Hey Felt, welcome to the stream. Okay, out any moment now. Okay, I'm gonna wait for the final phase where they have that squid mob, because it can take more damage.
Wanna help me test this?
Squid. Okay, this is the squid boss. So this is her skill. Let me just. This is her chain attack. This is out. So a lot of ice application. Like, I think the good thing about a character like that, if one day, let's say we all get like Miyabi or something, another ice character on field, then you have a very quick like swap in kind of character, just using the burst, a lot of ice application, a lot of damage. So she has a bit of scalability with time, which makes a character that comes in, for example, in the first patch, a little bit more interesting to pull, rather than like, oh, she's gonna get power crap by Miyabi or something and then everyone's gonna just hold and not pull. Hey Order, welcome to the stream as well. Looks like this timing works a little bit better for the American time zone. We were trying to like change up the timing to see whether we can cater to like more time zones, because I guess 3 hours earlier will be way too early for the Western, a lot of the Western world. Okay, let me just put this guy in. I have so many tips. But I do not have trendy or romantic. These things start to change. I have neither trendy nor romantic. How sad. Sharky is cryo. I am sold. All it takes is just one nice unit. I thought that Grace would be the one that sells it better. I was sold. Like once I saw Grace, I was like definitely sold. Oh. So this triple like doggo is the Primo Gems or the Stellar Jades pools, film pools in this game. So just getting some. I really don't need any more like 5 stars right now, so it's like super nice. One interesting thing that I found out is I realized how to get more of these tuners. I was like wondering where can I farm this, and now that we are like done with most of the main story and still haven't unlocked anything, I actually realized that I was like being a dumbass, because if you, for example, if I go here and I click level 2, or how was that? I know I could like lower myself somehow. Was it here? Oh yeah. So these are actually the level up materials for these like relics. So you just use the level up materials instead of like them not having any use. You actually turn them in to actually tune for stuff. Now I can actually select like the 5-star gear, which is the really good ones, and there are some really interesting ones. Like Soul Rock gives the entire squad damage reduction of 12%. We also unlock this one, which gives straight up crit rate, and when you land a crit, you gain a stack of crit damage, which is like super good for on-field characters. I think this is like very good, especially if you have characters that hit a lot of instances, because you can cap off very quickly and allow an off-field character to also proc it. We also got this, which is like pen ratio increase with some defense increase, but I guess the 2-piece is probably the more attractive one for this one. For the just the straight up pen, defense maybe not so good. We unlocked this as well, Short Star Disco, increase impact by 6%. Probably will do another video more on this once I have actually more of them unlocked. There's a lot of effects that came out, a lot of different ones that is very different from what we saw. So all these are like end game gear. This one is like crit damage, we didn't see that earlier. You have fire, you have aether, you have electric, you have ice. All of them are having a certain sub effect, as you can see in the 4-piece. And physical here. So elemental sets plus a bit of a variety of crit rate, crit damage sets. I really like the relic sets a lot for Zenless Zone Zero. It seems very more versatile and you can customize a lot of it here too. But I am going to get my buffs for the day. And we also unlock more food choices. Previously it was like 15% HP, 15% ice damage. Now it's like straight up 30%, so you lose the HP and you get full on damage, actually incentivizing us to run a lot more like standard teams of like same type damage. And if you are running mixed team, there's this last one here that is interesting. It looks like poison, but it's actually deals 30% more damage to boss monsters, which is nice to have. I probably will take this one since we are running a mix of electro or electric and ice. So Chucky also really likes Ellen. Why is Ellen so popular? Like, I didn't know that she's gonna be like so popular among all you guys, and also the online community also seems to love her a lot. Like, is it the tail? I don't know, or the shark design, because she looks like, forgive me for being insensitive, but looks exactly like Rena, just without the curves.
Touch my tail.
Looks exactly the same design, and also maybe like Corinne as well. I have no idea. All the maid outfits look exactly the same, personally. But anyway, let's get some coffee.
Greetings. What can I get for you?
What should I get? I think I'll just go with the plain coffee. Don't really know what exactly to farm. Alright, so what level am I? I need to hit level 35 so I can get into the higher level domain. And I am level 32, which means I guess we're just gonna burn as much energy as we can. Or do quests, but I think burning energy is way more fun since I get unga bunga stuff. Okay, I'm not doing quests in here. Shark selling it. Sharky. I'm just gonna fight all bosses, so it's a little bit more fun. Instead of Grace, let's switch it up to Sokaku. I changed their builds a bit, so she doesn't have any gear at all. Yeah, she does have that attitude. Sundere, is it? Sundere means like this kind of it's like Kerching kind of vibe, I guess.
Say no more.
Yeah, actually, Lycaon is one of my favorite like characters to play on field.
Stay calm.
Probably my favorite on-field DPS in CBT2. Sharky just feels better off-field and swapping. Like, just like that.
For you, I'll eliminate any obstacles. Stand still.
I feel like Sokaku slows down the tempo just a little bit. Feels a lot better with Grace, because Grace doesn't like tempo break.
Is it work time? Is food included?
I only handle technical matters. Okay, boss.
Seizing advantage.
Let's hook it up.
Apologies.
Wanna help me test this?
Stay calm now.
The three-pronged approach.
Understood.
I'm here. Perfect timing. Stand still.
Yeah, it does have a bit of Rosaria look.
You ready?
This, especially like these skills with that icicle.
Commence demolition!
Let's hook it up.
I'm here. Here we go.
Say no more.
Okay, boss. Wanna help me test this?
Definitely very fun. I think out of all the teams that I played, this is probably like my favorite for CBT2. Right, definitely very, very fun. which makes sense because like she's a limited 5-star and all of them are like S rank in this comp.
Good riddance.
Stay calm now.
At your service. You rang? Stand still. Perfect timing. Okay.
Stand still.
Here we go. Okay. No worries, boss. Shark Nami. Have a couple more.
Understood.
How much energy do I have? Alright, I guess that's all we can push for the energy. Let me just see what else I can do. Some exclamation marks here. I mean, I guess I could try to push through the earlier stages here, but do I get any like EXP as rewards? Let me see. Oh, I do get some kind of rewards. Quite a bit actually. If I clear all these, I get this like interlock knot level. Yeah, so maybe I'll try to do that, and then this one unlocks at 35. So let's play a bit of this. Oh shit, I didn't change my comp. I have to get out. Hi Nano, welcome to the stream. Who is the best 5-star standard banner in ZZZ? Okay, let me just get out of here and I can use the screen to talk about it. I have to select something first and give up. My team comp isn't correct either. So, standard banner characters. Let me just... Where's my screen? Okay, here.
Starlight, it's time to shine.
So these are like the 5 stars, all the ones below here. I think in my opinion, like all of them, probably the highest rank one that I will rank is Grace. Grace offers a lot of flexibility, her movement is very good, very easy to swap in, very strong as like a center piece of just staying a while. I personally run her with Soul Rock 5, which gives entire squad damage reduction, so she acts more off the field. I give her the Vault as well, which reduces the enemy's defense by 30%, making her very strong as an off-field support and DPS with good amounts of off-field damage, just coming in bursting quickly. So that's my top pick, but I think there are some things that might change depending on what your preferred style is. I think the most fun character to play like out of the standard characters probably will be Nekomata. Nekomata is very fast, has a lot of dodge, very active. I will likely be pulling Nekomata next. I don't really want to play too much Soldier 11. I play her a lot in CBT1. Collator is just like not my style. Her boom stick is like quite interesting, but just not my style. I think Nekomata is probably quite fun. So I would tie characters like Lycaon, Nekomata, probably around the same level. Soldier 11 is very on-field. If you can get like her flexibility, or her timings right and get her burns off very well, I think Soldier 11 will be like a quite high up there as well. But very conditional, a bit skill intensive for timing. I just prefer more quick sub rotations. So long story short, I think best character is Grace. DPS, these two are probably my preferred choice. On-field DPS is like Lycaon, Nekomata. Rina is a very tricky one because at first I ranked Rina quite highly, especially when you're up against very difficult content. The thing about Rina is she is better when you are very underleveled and you haven't gotten used to the mechanics in the game yet. But as you start to learn like how to quick dodge in, you learn how to dodge like enemy attacks, you understand boss rotation, Rina actually isn't too great. Like I would much rather a character like Grace for the off-field application, the shredding of the enemy resistances and whatnot. So I'm still thinking about this, like if I were to pull her on a tier list, where am I going to put? Because at first, when I first started getting used to the whole game again, very, very good, very high character, easy to dodge, fast mobility. But now, later on, as I would like to say I'm a little bit more experienced now, and gotten back the feel already, since now it's been like 1 week plus, I think Rina is not as good as she was before. A character that has stayed all about the same is like Grace, and she got even better. The more you play her, the better she gets, because she can fit into any single team as slot number 2. So that is my like thoughts. Let's see. Best 5-star is Grace, cause looks at the chest is Grace. I mean Rina is also about the same, but she's Grace is really much better for meta. Yeah, Ellen is like limited, so she doesn't count as the standard characters. Not sure if that answers like the question. 4 stars, of course, is a whole different story altogether. But anyway, let me switch these guys up. I do want to start off with Lycaon, and we will go into Ellen. Maybe I'll swap Ellen. And why is she not being selected?
Touch my tail.
I have 2 guns, so double the accuracy.
Okay, good. Now she's selected.
Time for some tail care.
So in the last slot, let me just see any characters that you guys are interested in. I mean, there's some bands here, so maybe I'll just like put Ben in the 4th slot in case we like get him or something like that. And anyone else? Let's see. I'm just reading the chat. Okay, so looks like Ben is like the only. So the last one, I guess, is I'll just put Sokaku. This game is like super different from Genshin and Honkai Star Rail. Like the meta that you need to consider is a little bit different from how like, I'm used to, like on-field DPS, sub DPS. Very different from that compared to Genshin Impact, which is like more like main DPS, sub DPS, CC and all that. Shredder, Anemo. This one's slightly different. Because multiple people can play multiple different roles, and it changes drastically because there's no weapon limitation.
I'll take care of these for you.
Grace is really very strong. Like I'm not even kidding. She works very, very well. Design and her kit very stacked. Like so is Miyabi. I'm too used to assist dodging that I Perpega when it's time to normal dodge. The hardest for me is actually like the first stage, because I don't have any other characters to react dodge in. I heard that ZZZ is a lot easier to play on the controller, so if any of you have like using on PC or anything and you have a controller, it might be better if you like just hook it up and play ZZZ. The keyboard is a little bit clunky to play, unless your mouse like has multiple buttons. Because like for me, for example, I purposely had to go down here and key in additional slots for like my switch. So I have like a mouse button here, mouse button here that helps me proc my switching, which makes it a lot easier to like react assist in, because you'll be spamming that button a lot. So it's like at my thumb area, so I'll just like spam my thumb clicks. and you can attack right, like with your index finger, your right finger. Not too sure how it works on mobile though.
Ooh, I want all of these.
Lycaon is ice. Have you tried partying yet? Not too sure what partying. If you mean like the snake PvP, I've done that one already. But you mean in can I party mode in this mode?
The three-pronged approach. Okay.
In position.
Perfect timing.
Oh, this little one is so cute. I'll just explode.
Amateurs. Move, please.
Not even close. Here, catch. Don't drop it. The three-pronged approach.
I have a feeling they will let players like choose a 5-star character. Cause it kinda makes no sense to play ZZZ without a character that you like at least a little bit. Like at least one character that you can choose. So maybe it's like the Honkai Star where you hit that 300 pulls threshold, then maybe you can pick a 5-star. Unless they're like super greedy and want more cash, which is also a possibility.
Every effort counts.
Shane doesn't think so.
Here, catch. Don't drop it. The three-pronged approach.
In position.
I think Miyabi is going to be like Ayaka, where she only comes out like super late on, which is very clever. Like, I'll be 100% honest and tell you all these characters pale in comparison to Miyabi.
Stand still.
Like, no on-field DPS is better than Miyabi. At least the CBT 1 hit Miyabi. Too OP.
Perfect timing.
Understood.
She's like Nekomata plus Shark Girl plus Lycaon,
The three-pronged
all in
approach.
one.
Here, catch. Don't drop it.
Evade now.
One must stay calm, even under pressure.
What a bunch of little cuties.
If you can choose Nekomata, for sure her combat goes crazy. Felt once, Wolfie. I think both of them are good choices. I'll be getting Nekomata next once I hit like level 40.
Stay calm now.
On-field DPS is always a little bit more fun. But one thing to know is they are standard characters, which means falls off quick.
Don't drop it.
Understood.
Dizzy. But I need to get my coins. His legs are like machine legs. So he's like a robot, right? I don't know. Looks like machine legs to me. Or maybe he's like using some kind of like power booster in the legs. But why is his legs still so freaking tiny? Why is his arms so big? Even though he uses like his legs for everything. That makes no sense. His legs should be like super big.
With this power,
Lycaon is very solid. He's very, very good. He's also very good for grouping enemies. Because he has quite a lot of stagger in his hits. But he falls off compared to another ice character like Miyabi. Very, very strong. There's a reason why they are not including Miyabi in this CBT. Adi likes characters who are dead inside. How does Honkai Impact 3 compare to this? For anyone who like plays Honkai Impact 3 a lot. I know Adi plays it a lot.
Amateurs.
Perfect timing. Grab a couple more. You ready?
In position.
Ready?
Yeah, there are 50-50s in this game. We lost our first one. But thankfully still managed to get Alan. I think that's a huge pull. Like, means I don't have to care about like getting any other 5-star character. All I just need to do is like push as far as I can into the game. I'll take that. I don't want this. I want Alan, but it seems like it's not in order.
let me keep track of your accounts.
I guess it's random, like the characters that you put, that's gonna be super annoying. Like if you select 5 characters to put, they won't go in the order like Alan, Grace. So it's like totally RNG basis. Which means that you have to have more stacked characters. I don't know, can I just like put 2 characters? Maybe we have to see. We have to see more about that. Anton is electric.
Here we go.
I'll take care of it. Weak spot.
Wanna help me test this? Here, catch. Don't drop it.
Got it. I'll take it.
The three-pronged approach.
You should have worn a
Freaking walk over to him just to out him. Excel.
Here we go. You rang? Stand still.
The work site is just like a battlefield.
three-pronged approach. Here, catch. Don't drop it. You ready? Have a couple more.
Work side is just like a battlefield.
Every effort counts.
Understood. I'll take it.
The three-pronged approach.
Just try me. Say no more.
Here, catch. Don't drop it.
Daddy Ben is too slow.
I'll take it. Say no more. Stand behind the yellow line.
Perfectly lined up. The three-pronged approach. Oh, this little one is so cute. I'll just explode.
In position.
Leave the heavy lifting.
Say no more.
Got it.
You rang?
I'm in.
Okay.
Grace, please allow me.
Perfect timing.
Got it.
Say no more.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
In position.
The work side is just like a battlefield.
Better not get shot. Commence demolition.
Draw.
Have a couple more.
Stay calm now.
Stand behind the yellow line.
Hey Raymond, welcome to the stream.
Move, please.
Perfect timing.
The work side is just like a battlefield.
Say no more.
The weak spot.
Here, catch. Don't drop it. Every effort counts.
I'm in. Almost.
Bear versus robot.
In position. Take this.
Stand behind the yellow line.
Perfectly lined up.
Hope your pools are going good, guys.
Ooh, I want all of these.
This boss really punishes melee.
Understood.
Perfect timing.
Like ranged characters have it so much easier.
Demolition!
Enjoy class order. Must be pretty early in Americas.
Wanna help me test this? Okay.
Say no more. For you, I'll eliminate any obstacles.
Stand still.
Not sure if you build up Hanya if you get her. Like Ting and Bronya or Ting and Pella. I don't think there's any urgency.
Thank you.
Yes, please.
At your service.
How do I switch them? Can I drag you across? Shit, they're stuck. This is the last one. So I'll go here. Nah, I don't give a shit about that. Sometimes you miss school. Yeah, school is fun. It was fun.
Amateurs.
But that being said, after a long day, ZZ is super fun to play. Like just Burger is super fun. I mean, if this was like puzzles and I had to like spend my brains grinding for this, it'd be boring. But this Burger stuff, very fun.
The three-pronged approach. I'm here.
Stand still.
Yep, we. I think I did it off stream. I got Ellen off stream while I was like
You rang?
trying to clear as much content as I can.
This little one is so cute. I'll just explode.
Cause not too sure when the beta will end, and I need to get to end game content. I always try to like stop talking when Grace does her out. I respect, you know.
Let's hurry it up.
Perfectly lined up.
We won the. I got her early. We lost the 50-50, but then got her quite early. I think it was like 10 pulls or 11 pulls. I was super happy. I really jumped off my seat when I got it. Because it's a huge deal. Like, if I didn't have Ellen exiting CBT2, means I don't know an entire character. I played like most of the rest. It'll be like Clara in my Honkai Star Rail account. It's like, it bugs me till this day. And today I just got another Welt. And a Bronya Lycaon. So, everyone except Clara. Cultured man, gotta stop talking when Grace. Not if any character for that matter, not just Grace. Very sus. Thanks, Raymond. Appreciate it.
Perfect timing.
But on that note, is the Is the screen like very giddy? Because ZZZ, I'm always worried with these kind of like live action kind of games. I'm worried if the screen like moves around too much and then anyone gets like motion sickness or anything. So I'm like very hesitant to twitch my mouse too much.
Every effort counts. At your core.
So this one we are like kind of over leveled, so that's why it looks a lot easier than it should be. Just trying to like get to the later parts of the stage. Then it gets a little bit more challenging. But why we were here is because we wanted these to give us like levels. 600, 900. So completing like the so-called abyss gives you level. Chucky feels good. Gets used to how fast it is. Felt it's like, what is motion sickness? Raymond also seems to be okay. I get quite dizzy with like FPS games, so I'm quite sensitive. That's why like I'm always like quite cautious with that. Okay, I am trying to find a little bit more levels. How much more do I need? 35 is like the next threshold. It's very, very tough to level up. Maybe it's because I'm like ignoring all the quests and doing all the fun bunga stuff. Maybe. Okay, let's get this guy to give me free stuff. Free shit. So I can do this one more time, get more of that. Okay, greedy. Okay, we can do a snake duel. With like some PvP for some additional creds. I think that there's an event. I didn't mean to talk to you, sorry. Oh, it's closed tonight. This dustbin is like super funny. It has a use. I thought it was useless. So you can actually come here, kick the trash can, opposite of stealth, and then you can like trade with it. Like some, I guess it's like hidden in a sense because it's weird. I don't know whether it's a cat. Is it a dog or a cat? I think it's a, or is it a bamboo? I have no idea. That's what these coins are for. What the heck is this? Obtain to get an advanced enemy card. That's quite nice. Wow. What's this? This is... what the heck is that? Some boss. But it gives me coins, so I can farm more of that. And it allows me like salvage useless junk that I have for Denny's. In this game, Denny's is like very precious, very expensive. Do something else and wait for daytime. Bell is very cute. I wonder what happens if you are playing like Wise. Does he kick the trash can as well? I think like someone did a poll and Wise and Bell were actually closer than what I would think. Like, I would think like 80% would choose Bell and 20% would choose Wise, but I think it was quite close. It was like, was it 60-40 or something like that along those lines? Okay, meanwhile, I need to take a quick toilet break. Let me just turn up the music for you guys to enjoy some background music. Be right back. Okay, I am back. Where did the music go? Alright, let me just turn it back down. Sorry if it was a bit too loud. How many pools do I have? I have absolutely no pools. 44 is the next one. I don't know whether we can make like 44 before the beta ends. So I'm actually just using all my stuff on resin refreshers. I really want the levels. I would drive a car like that. Take a photo of an awesome car, but wasn't that the awesome car? Motion sickness from Chasm upper level. I don't get motion sickness from the upper level, which is like above ground, I guess. Take a photo of an awesome car. Awesome is subjective, right? How do I know which one is awesome? I guess this is awesome. So that's the target. This is one of the only objects that can be moved in game. This like ball. Don't laugh at me, but I tried to like move this ball from one end of the street all the way to the other, hoping it'll unlock like some secret achievement. So I spent like 10 minutes doing it. Didn't get anything. I'm sure there's a hidden achievement somewhere if I can like decide where this ball goes. Like, I am trying to find like a goalpost somewhere, then maybe you'll unlock like some hidden achievement. I'm pretty sure there's a reason why this damn ball moves. Okay, wait for Anton's reply. So I'm just going to go to this exclamation mark here. Oh, there's a quest for Anbi. What are your thoughts on Anbi? Do you think like her design looks good? She has a very like schoolgirl design. Maybe it's like the pleatings on the skirt. I still think she's like related to Soldier 11. Both of them have very like soldier like way of talking. So this is what I was like mentioning the other day, like some kind of like bonding event sort of thing. I guess this tutorial only unlocks if you talk to like Anbi, but we already talked to like Nicole and stuff like that. So after you do these like upgrade missions, you'll reach like a certain level of trust, complete upgrade missions to increase your trust and earn rewards. I just want to know like stories. Who cares about rewards? After completing the corresponding story, you can view details. So you can like look back in the archives to see like the bonding event, which is nice. It's like some similar to like Nikkei, where you can look at the previous characters and stuff. We love Anbi. Very, very nice. I like Anbi too. The NPCs are very well designed. Like super well designed. How do we need to dismantle these now? No props, have fun lurking, Adi.
We meet again.
So I guess this is like a bonding event.
I've been going over last month's accounts for the Cunning Hares. It's better than before, but we're still in the red. I feel like Nicole is always talking about reducing expenses though, right? Yes. She says she wants to cut back on expenses, and she's very disciplined. Since she's mentioned it, she won't stop talking about it. Do you need some advice on how to improve your business? Seems like Gentle House could really use the help. It's okay. I trust Nicole. Under her management, The cunning hairs are going to turn a profit one day. The darkest hour is just before the dawn. That's what. Thanks for worrying about us, though.
Pressed it too fast.
Contact me if there's anything I can do to help you.
Because I was distracted looking at her features. I was trying to see like what makes her look so adorable. I think it's the blushes. I'm not too sure. It's like this bottom part here. Very nice. I mean, don't mean to compare or anything. Bonding event. That gave me XP too. Genshin NPC is like Pokemon Nurse Joy. Yeah, it's like only region specific, unique. Here is like, if I turn the camera right now, I'm sure each of them have like unique faces. Man, the camera can go all the way in. You can see from like his perspective as well. Crazy angles. It allows you to like go in. You know some game engines like they don't allow you to like enter your camera in here, so it's like quite cool. But look at that, like this guy and this guy looks almost totally different. The thought that they have for NPCs. Like, I was just having like a conversation with like someone earlier the other day. AI might actually help improve a lot of these like character designs because it's so much more easier to like just generate a nice character next time. So maybe they have like this random generator that helps like generate models very, very quickly. Or maybe it's already being done. I have no idea. Might be speaking out of my ass because I have no idea about game design. But it seems like something that AI would help. Maybe even like map design, maze and stuff. ZZZ Neighborhood is a very Persona style. I wouldn't be surprised if they did. It does have a bit of like that. But then again, it's like a very Japanese design, which Persona, I guess, is also. I visited like Japan for the first time this year, and this looks a lot like it. Like maybe some of the parts in Tokyo. I heard that we can pet cats. I'm trying to figure out like how do I pet the cat. Why does it keep giving me that question mark? I just came here to kick the can. You see, this ball is like still here. It doesn't reset. This is damn sus. This ball is like super sus. It's one of the only objects that can move freely in the map. And there's like ball physics also. Like I tried pushing it up a hill and it wouldn't go up the hill. See, there's like this stupid ball physics. Gosh. I think if you have co-op, you can play like foosball or something. Wow, I have a lot of quests. Lots of shit. More levels. Investigate the Bangbu Golden Town. Sure. You know, at first, like, it felt like there's a lot of content. But once you're done with, like, the main story, it actually feels kinda dry, especially if you're just, like, waiting for levels. And this game, I think, the combat is nice, but the stories are also, like, really well done. Like, I'm waiting for, like, the next part of the story interaction and stuff. So I think it's still going to be very similar to other HoYoverse games. Like, when there's a drought. Yeah, the beats are nice. HoYoverse really doesn't miss with any of their games. Music. I can't move into any of them.
Ooh, I want all of these.
I've slowly like uploaded a lot of clips onto YouTube of like smaller segments. But I think I will wait for like the hardest content in Hollow Zero before I upload like team composition gameplays and like guides on how to rotate.
Apologies.
Here, catch. Don't drop it.
Same thing.
Okay, here we go. It's a three-pronged approach.
I'll take care of these for you.
Maybe I'll like do a Honkai Star Rail live stream tomorrow to test like Argentine live. Just thinking.
Okay. Don't waste your time.
In position.
Ready?
HoYo really wants players to explore other stuff other than waiting for main story. Yeah. Maybe it's more efficient. I guess if you play like a lot of gacha games and then you stack all of them, then you just like speed run all of them. I don't know. But yeah, you don't get invested in the story at all because you're just like next everything.
Have a couple more.
Say no more.
That's it.
This is part of like some event quest thingy. No idea what it gives. Bangbu Golden Town. Does it give me XP though? Oh yes it does. Then I am doing it. Are we bored with this comp? But I guess it's cause it's like a thumbnail for the video. So I have to play as much as I can. For today at least. Then tomorrow we'll try like switch it up every day. No time, no choice but to stack side quests because barely have time to actually get immersed. Play for like 10 minutes, already have stuff to do, so it breaks the immersion. Yeah, I can imagine. But I guess stacking the quests is like very tough. I usually like to stack the events. Story, I find very, very tough to stack the story. But if I stack the events, I find it a lot more efficient for time. I don't know. I think the recent HoYoverse event was a bit of a drag. The one that you had to do all like the 4 towers. I spent like, I think an entire day just like grinding through it. Maybe it's cause characters that you don't like a lot, the story feels a lot like a drag. But if you, let's say you really love like the character, then you would enjoy that a lot more. Well, games are all good with their storylines. Yep, I do think so too. Well, I don't know about services. I don't think that's allowed. So I don't have comment on services. It's against terms of use as well. So no comments on that. Yeah, the whole event was, but that 2 days was very, very taxing, right? How long do you take? I took like 4 hours, 5 hours, like non-stop, like sitting at my PC just grinding. Like it was quite tedious. I guess so. I guess like if I did it once a day, it would have been a lot more enjoyable. I would like to say it's because of the ZZZ busyness that I normally would do that like once a day, but ZZZ was a little bit busy. But it could always just be excuses. I could just like sleep less. What the heck's this? Stay here and wait. Yeah, sure. Right. Need to have like the perfect 1 hour. I won't do. Yeah, I totally understand that. There's this game that I super love to play for the story, but I haven't touched it in like months because I just want. I am waiting for that good window of like that 1 hour. You know, you can fully immerse with no one distracting you, like people walking into your room, or you have to do some work, or you have a deadline due the next day or something. And I haven't seemed to find the time yet. It's like never a good time. And I think one of the things about like HoYoverse games is they force you to do a story. As if not, you are like gated behind progression. So like if let's say this patch you don't finish the main story, you will have no idea what happens in like Panacony.
Won't make me lose my mind.
Day 1 you did until 1 AM and split the rest for the next day. Yeah, it's a huge grind. I mean, it's funny because whenever there's like a lot of content, we will complain there's like too much content. When there's no content, there's none. But I really enjoyed like the Swamp Disaster kind of events a lot more than Wall of Text grinding. It reminds me a lot like the Aranara quests in Genshin Impact. Like the Aranara quest. You either love it or you hate it.
What a bunch of little cuties.
Very legendary speedrunner. Excuse me. Even the massive speedrunner takes 4 days to do Aranara. That shows how much wall of text that was. Something like in my throat. Excuse me.
I'll take care of these for you.
I think so too. The Aranara was really tested my patience as well. That was a really difficult one. I think the developers heard like, oh, you guys say it's not enough content, so they decided to smack the Aranara at people. But it definitely filtered out the people who were interested in like the lore a lot. And I think it was like a compulsory quest. If not, you couldn't unlock that like hidden section of the map. True pain. Nah, it's only just coins.
Too heavy. No thanks.
Never skip the dialogues on a second account. I have no idea how you guys have the passion to play a second account. I play one and it's like, gosh. I can't pass shit. Let you guys skip through all the dialogue. Read all of it. The only thing I didn't read is the mission description and some comments for the events. I do skip a lot of dialogue, especially events that I don't really care too much about. How do I... Don't tell me I have to do this because I'm gated here. Choked the Aranara quest line. Yeah, the sarcasm, like, here you go, the Pegro, here's your content.
Perfect timing.
No one asked for more content thereafter. But I'm sure there's like actually a huge group of people that really like these kind of like lore content. Like I would consider like myself one of the minority who prefers combat and the Unga Bunga in Genshin Impact. Honkai Star Rail's lore is like really good, so I actually play a lot for the main story.
Too heavy. No thanks.
Yeah, Ellen's quite cool, cute. The way that she sounds, too heavy, no thanks. Has a personality. Up, up, left, up. Shit. Alright, I'm just gonna like type this here so I remember. Up, up, left, left, Maybe I should use like short form: up, left, down, left, up, down, left, up, left, down. So I am going to try this and see how that goes. So I'm going up,
Too heavy.
up, left, up, left,
My whole body feels
left,
better.
down, left, up, down. Wait, shit. Did I get it wrong? F's. Down, left. Ah, god damn it. I suck at puzzles. Okay, let's try again. Let me just see whether I got that right. Up, left, up. Left, down. Left, up. And this is like a different line. So this is a totally different. Maybe okay, so it's a separate line. So I have to redo it again. This is ridiculous because it's a second bracket. So let me try that again. Okay. Sorry guys, let me pin this useless message so that it doesn't get lost in chat. Down, left, down. No, the pin message. Left, down. Where was I? Down, left, down, left.
This place seems like a real pain.
Left, up, left, down. Oh yes. Life. Okay, now I'm gonna unpin this useless message. That was extremely painful.
I'll take care of these for you.
Purchase the lucky cat. 5k for a cat. How about no?
What a bunch of little cuties.
Too heavy.
Money duplicating machine. I wish we had that in real life. Toss all your gear and double it. Look at that. Look at the juiciness. Oh my gosh. Where's the real life money duplicator? So my $1 can become like $2. Now I can buy this lucky cat. Hey Rizzo. Hey Johnny.
Wanna help me test this? Okay, boss. Perfect timing.
You're out.
The three-pronged approach.
That's a new skill from Alan. You know, one of the bad habits I have is whenever I'm playing these kind of like action games, I like to play the character first before understanding what they do sometimes. It gets a better like feel of it. I don't know. I should learn her skills by text soon. 1.5k. 15k coins. Yep, feels me. Do I need to go in there? I'm not too sure whether I need to go in. I need the coins there, right?
Yay, we're back. Can I rest now? Too heavy. No.
If only I could zoom out like more.
I'll take care of these for you.
What a bunch of little cuties.
Just curious, are y'all the kind that would reroll your accounts? Let's say like
Handy.
you started the game and you really wanted like maybe like Lycaon, or maybe you wanted Nekomata, but you didn't get her. Like maybe you got someone else like Soldier 11. Would you actually like reroll the whole thing and spend like 20-30 minutes of your time? Really? You guys won't reroll? And just curious, like those that answered like no, are you guys spenders or are you like total free to play? Cause yeah. Wow, I'm actually surprised. A lot of people. I thought like most of the people in the community will actually reroll.
What a bunch of little cuties.
So under no circumstance will you guys reroll, or if like let's say you get a character that you absolutely don't like. Okay, we have a mix, like so free to play and spender like half. So it seems like there's no like correlation whether you're a spender or free to play. Like time apparently is like more valuable than anything. Stick with account unless it's absolutely trash. Very interesting. I actually thought that a lot of people reroll because a lot of people keep requesting for like reroll guides and stuff. So I assume like majority of people will actually want to reroll their accounts.
Too heavy. No.
So like for example, like to get Bronya or anything, like you guys didn't like Bronya and Honkai Star Rail or anything, you guys didn't like spend a lot of like tries to try to get her, or you just like when you get her kind of thing. Amanda also said would reroll if there was a way to guarantee a character, otherwise no. That's true, because you keep rerolling for like days and days and you never actually know when it takes. I have this like funny story in Nikkei. So I was doing my army reservist at the time, so it's like us just staying in a bunk basically for a whole day, wasting our time. It's mandatory by the government in Singapore. So I spent like 50 accounts trying to roll for like this very popular character. Very friendly poor people. I have to do it. Community service. That's Oh, gain. I can gain coins at the cost of HP. So yeah, I spent like 50 rerolls on accounts just to get this character called like Scarlet in Nikkei, who is like one of the more popular characters. I lost my mind.
Squad members require healing. Beep. Code scan.
I'll take care of these for you.
Too heavy. No thanks. bunch of little cuties.
I was very dedicated because some games like if you don't have the right units, you're absolutely GG. That's the like super frustrating stuff. Okay, on that note, but you guys don't reroll, but you guys have like sub accounts, right?
I'll take care of these for you.
Isn't that like kinda like rerolling in a sense, or do you all consider that like a bit different?
Too heavy. No thanks.
Sub accounts also no sub accounts. So Johnny doesn't do any sub accounts. No rerolling, just one time enjoy the story once and for all. Glad HoYoverse doesn't promote PvP and stuff. I know Order rerolls. That's why he's not saying anything, but I know he's a reroller. Right, Order, aren't you a reroller also?
I'll take care of these for you.
One of the reasons why like, I don't reroll in HoYoverse games is because like the UID is like quite important. Because if you reroll your account, then you won't have like the early UID, and it's like a little bit of a, you know, a nice flex that's saying you are the first 100 people who downloaded the game kind of thing. But okay lah, for me it's nice. That's why my UID in like my main account is like first 40k I think. I have to like just flex that a bit for what it's worth. It's not worth anything, but.
What a bunch of little cuties.
Yeah, no, Chucky, I do hear that quite often. Like, some people think like, if you don't reroll, it's like a waste of time because you could have just gotten the character if you spend the time. Like, let's say you needed like 2 pulls to get 2 5 stars and then eventually you get Bronya. But if you just do your reroll, you get her early, you don't have to care about anything else. Like, that's how people like justify it. And then if you get your limited 5 star within that limited 10 pulls, you kinda are ahead of like everyone else by like 1 limited character. Now that's the logic at least I hear from rerollers. This is quite loud. Do you guys find it loud? Why am I losing goal?
What a bunch of little cuties.
I'm so bad with puzzles. So a lot of you guys also don't have sub accounts. Felt is probably like one of them that has a sub account. Okay, because you want like both MC. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Like you want to see like both sides of the story, like who converse what. I think that's quite smart. Then you can see like both of the lore, whether they have super different dialogue or some hidden dialogue. But I guess the argument for like gacha games, if you only play like 1 or 2, especially during like Genshin and the whole coronavirus when there's so much time, then you will spend a lot of like your time doing like reroll so you can make the best of your account. So I guess that's how like rerolling became like super popular in Genshin, because once you're done with your dailies, there's like kind of nothing else to do, because for commissions you explore the map, there's only so much you can do. I'm absolutely broke. the heck is my quest? How do I generate more income? I need 200k. How am I gonna get 200k? I really hate puzzles, if you guys can't tell. I absolutely suck at them. And it's not only because I suck at them, but it's watching people watch me suck at them. That's like
What a bunch of little cuties.
horrible. I mean, come on, there has to be a way for me to like pass this stage. I'm just losing more money than I have.
These might come in handy.
No worries, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Have a good rest. See you guys on Friday, those who are logging off now. Probably still gonna
I'll take care
go
of
at it for a while more. Very determined to complete this damn puzzle. Suck at puzzles.
This
This is really, really tough. $50k. Freaking daylight robbery. So I have to unga bunga this bullshit. Ah yes, Friday has a Genshin live stream. Not really. I don't really watch Genshin live streams live now. I'm still waiting for Chlorine. Quite excited for Chlorine and what's her name? The Harbinger. Archilino. Probably what I look forward to.
okay, boss. Perfect timing. Have a couple more. Stand still.
Understood.
Wanna help me test this?
I'll let you know, right? Ellen is all I need. No reroll needed. What if you like? I don't mean to like be super unlucky or anything. But what if you don't get Ellen and you're like sent to hard pity? Will you like reroll and like, cause first account 180 pulls, that is a huge setback. Like, will you discard a 180 hard pity account at the start of the game? But because if you reroll, that means you have to like redo all your dailies and you're behind like the first day people already. I don't know if that matters to anyone. No. Whenever I say something, it always doesn't happen. So don't worry. I have I counter the bad luck that way because I'm so unlucky with my pulls.
Okay, boss.
Okay, so here's another question. Like, if you guys don't like care about re-rolling and sub accounts as much, do you guys care about like joining on day one and being like the same as most of the early people? Like, do you think that joining one day late is a huge setback? Or do you guys like not care? So, yes, day one joiner.
I'll
So,
take care of these for you.
okay, it seems like most of you guys, day one matters quite a bit. Easier to say we've been playing since release.
Wanna help me test this? No worries, boss.
Like the game, to join on day one. Very hard to focus on the chat when it's ZZZ. I think that's the fun part about ZZZ. You have a mix of like action, fast pace, and you have like the slow puzzle grind. So it really like depends. There's a mix. Maybe it's because the puzzles are, for the lack of a better word, so damn boring that makes the fighting a lot more fun. Maybe that's how they do it, to make it like more entertaining. Because of the disparity between both of them. Okay, now 50k. Not too crazy about joining on day one, would rather sit back a while and see if it's worth playing. True, because gacha games do take up a lot of time and investment. Emotional attachment. Like, I guess it's nice to also see like people do reviews, especially if like you don't know about the game developers, not too sure. I guess HoYoverse, most people like play a multiple, like Amanda also plays like multiple HoYoverse games as well. So I'm sure other than HoYoverse, maybe it might be better to like watch reviews. Or maybe watch like gameplay like footage or stuff to see, I don't know. But personally I find if I watch like any of the previous tests or anything of other games and I don't really feel too entertained with the game, even if it's like I could have the chance to play day one, sometimes I just don't. I don't even like try to download, even though it's like a lot of people talk about it.
Okay, here we go. Have a couple more.
Same.
How many gacha games do you guys play? Like, if you were to open up your phone right now and see like the amount of gacha games that you have downloaded,
Too heavy.
like roughly how many do you guys have? Is it like 2, 3, 1? Anyone like one game only? For me, I think I only have like 3, 4. Like, yeah, 3 or 4 gacha games that I actively like play, not those that you played once in a long while. ZZZ is one of them, also included. Are these like 2 gacha games, Genshin Impact and Honkai Impact 3. Spent for both, supporting the game.
Okay, that's
As a Honkai Impact 3 player, do you think that you will likely play Zenless Zone Zero? Because it seems like this game targets Honkai Impact 3 players. Like, it feels similar in a lot of sense, other than like the design and stuff. 2 on PC also. Is it also like maybe HSR and Genshin Impact? Yeah, I think it was, right? Because I think you mentioned that just I would have really played like Honkai Impact 3, but the game engine is like dated. I'm not too sure. With the new update, I think I saw like some clips of like new update for the Honkai Impact 3. Do your old characters like get erased with the new story and stuff? So those that you gacha before, is it like Honkai Impact 3 Part 2? So all your characters that you gacha for are like gone? Felt as Genshin, HSR, Tears of Themis. Okay, you have 3. Okay, 3 is, yeah, it's all, no, not a slave here. You need a Honkai Impact 3 and you also need a ZZZ. So at least Alan has convinced you that you are continuing your HoYoverse slavehood. And if I'm not wrong, there was a game before Honkai Impact 3, like the ones that HoYoverse started with. Not a super HoYoverse follower. I can't like brag and say that I was here for HoYoverse before Genshin Impact became popular. I'm one of those people that joined in as Genshin was getting more marketing. It was funny because I think I was watching a YouTube video of like Xiao's gameplay. And I was like, hey, this game looks quite cool. I still remember it was I think it was Gacha Gamers video on YouTube that made me download Genshin Impact. There was like Xiao doing his up-down jumps. I thought that was like quite cool. And here we are today. A HoYoverse mini slave.
Too heavy. No thanks.
Raymond plays Honkai Star Rail, but played a lot through the years. So he's like jaded already. I think one gacha game is like a lot. Like if I didn't cover like ZZZ and I'm not waiting for content, I probably will just play like Honkai Star Rail and I think that's enough like entertainment for me.
Suggestion: squad members require healing.
Adi feels excited for ZZZ from a Honkai Impact 3 player's perspective.
I'm here.
Have you heard of like a game like Punishing Grey Raven or anything? It has very similar like mechanics to this, right? And it's I think almost as successful as Honkai Impact 3, I don't know.
I'll fight your throne now.
No worries. Okay.
Genshin was definitely the game that brought Hoyo to the gaming world. Yup. Huge amount of advertisement, marketing, player base, and large. But I think when Genshin first started, the player base wasn't like super loyal. I felt like the Honkai Impact 3 player base was the one that is like the die-hard fans. But nowadays, like especially since it's been a couple of years, Genshin Impact fanbase is like getting more and more loyal, and that's something like the HoYoverse tends to do very well. They build very good communities that at first maybe is like just the popularity goers and the hype train and stuff. Then slowly the people that are left behind slowly become like the very like good community. Like if you go to Honkai Impact 3, all the community members, and you can see like their Reddits, all the comments in some content creators, you'll see that the community is actually very nice. And that's something that I rarely see in gacha games, especially those with like PvP element. They tend to be a bit more like toxic. Maybe it's the nature, because it's like competitive nature. But Honkai, like HoYoverse games tend to be maybe a bit less competitive because of the cooperative nature. Like you are learning from other people how they do their things and their builds and whatnot to help you talk about same things rather than like competing. Which is also another reason why I stopped doing tier lists. I realized that that's like it's not something that I want to do. Tier lists, I think, it's like sets the competition in something that doesn't need competition. I realize I'm not reading. What the heck is this? What happens if I just click this? She still owes a debt. Ah, okay, so I still need to get 500k. Oh my gosh. I won nothing. This is my gacha luck. That's like a 25% times 3 chance of winning. My goodness. I hate gacha. Screw you lot. Honkai Impact 3 is more expensive than Genshin Impact. Seriously, they don't have a PT system or anything. Played Honkai Impact 3 first, and then went back to MiHoYo when Genshin was released. Oh, I actually didn't know that HoYoverse existed like before Genshin Impact. Maybe because I wasn't like into the gacha gaming space prior to Genshin. They really like brought it to light. I'm one of those people that like felt gacha games were very like not healthy before Genshin Impact because of all like you know RNG and stuff. And I came from a FIFA environment where I used to buy those like FIFA boxes just to play like online, and I really didn't like the FIFA gacha mechanics. So I assumed that all gacha games were the same, but Genshin turned out to be quite fair. I actually think that out of all the gacha games I played, Genshin Impact and HoYoverse games probably are the one of the most like fairest. I miss entirely. Honkai Impact 3 Part 2 looks like a separate game. I don't know if you keep your Honkai Impact 3 account. It does seem like it. I'm also not sure because there's no like Kiana or Raiden Mei or all those. It seems like totally new characters, which will be interesting because I don't know whether players will be angry with having lost their entire account. I would definitely consider playing Honkai Impact 3 if it resets though, because there's no way I'm catching up to people that have stacked accounts for like, I don't know, 7 years? Has it been 7 years? It's like 7.0 now, I think, or something like that, or 7.1. There's no way a new player is catching up to that. Played Genshin cause it came out on birthday and looked pretty cool. I wish I joined Genshin at the start. I joined way too late. I joined in who was it? No, Keqing's banner. I was one of those idiots back then, pulling on Keqing's banner, and I got Keqing from her banner. I wasn't a content creator back then and was like super new to gacha games, so I was the dummy who put on a standard banner. But no regrets. My first 5-star. Was it my first? I think it's my first 5-star. Limited 5-star, I guess. So-called limited 5-star. Imagine if I lost the 50-50 on Keqing banner and got the 50-50.
What a bunch of little cuties.
Like, can you lose the 50-50 on Keqing banner and get Keqing? I have no idea. I am just redoing this like until I get 500k, because that's what I need for the quest. What sold me? Felt's asking. What sold me Genshin's open world concept from a Final Fantasy era, where grinding and exploring is my favorite. Very nice. Very similar to Breath of the Wild. In fact, a lot of people say it was like Breath of the Wild inspired when it first started. But inspired doesn't mean copied, because they proved it wrong. It was a really good game.
Commence demolition! Watch out. Surprise attack.
Understood.
Grab a couple more. Thanks. Okay. Perfect timing.
Yeah, Adi, I do think that the ZZZ combat is a lot more fun than Genshin Impact. I think what makes Genshin Impact's combat stand out is the reactions. So if you like all those like reactions and proccing all that, that's fun for that. But this one is a lot more bunga. Like if I'm stressed out, I just mash a few keyboards, and now I actually like de-stress quite a lot. Because today was a busy day at work, but now it's like bunga, funs. I like it a lot. These mindless bunga. Oh, not mindless, but you guys know what I mean. Mashing a few buttons. Hey Altoids, welcome to the stream.
Seizing advantage.
The chat is not delayed, I'm just very slow at reading the chat because bungaing is a bit addictive.
Move, please. For you, I'll eliminate any obstacles.
I'm here. Max potential energy. Get ready.
Why is this thing telling me to go here? Glitch.
Wanna help me test this? What a bunch of little cuties.
I really heard that it's like super expensive also, Honkai Impact 3, but I never really like spent any money, so I don't really have much knowledge on that. Or I didn't really play it too long. I just joined in and I found like the QTE like this is nice, but it was an outdated system. So I just like dropped it after like 30 minutes. Character design is amazing though. I follow all like their music online. Like there's a lot of wasn't there one guy? Wow, I remember I was like crazy over a lot of the songs. One of them was like Moon Halo. That one was really good. Like even a player who doesn't play Honkai Impact 3, I really enjoyed that. There was the other guy, right? I think Adi, we talked about it in chat before. The one that sounds like a girl, but it's actually a guy. Rubia, was it? Or was it Rubia? Well, I can't remember, but it was so good. Like the music of Honkai Impact 3, so good. Yeah, these chain attacks are so fun. Kerching's better. Smart move, no. I think that is just helping me feel better about my mistake. In hindsight, it was $200 wasted. Cause eventually I managed to get more Kerchings later on. I guess if I really wanted her and I wasn't gonna lose 50-50s that often as my luck would normally do, then I would think it makes sense. Especially if anyone really wanted Kerching. I think she was quite popular in the early game. Right. I have 500k now. Where is that damn bear? Pay off kind bear's debt. If this was my account, I would complete all the observation areas. But since I'm losing all the data, I don't care. Navia's ultimate. Yeah, the Navia's one looks pretty insane. Like she summons these like rockets falling from the sky. That was quite cool. I think it's like some firebolt or something. That was quite nice. Didn't really get into Tower of Fantasy, dropped it. I didn't join Ni no Kuni, but I actually played Tower of Fantasy for a bit. I really like the character customization of Tower of Fantasy. I guess they did what Genshin didn't do at that time, so it was like quite attractive. I spent hours like customizing my characters, design and stuff. I even like paid for like just skin. That was the main thing I liked more than Genshin. Other than that, I didn't like care too much.
You're right. There are definitely supply boxes down there.
Now that you approve, this year's Golden Week is definitely gonna be a great one. Oh, right! I haven't introduced you yet. This is the expert at opening old mechanical locks I found. I rented some clothes and a work car so it blends in on the streets of the Janus Quarter. Hand it any supply box and you won't have to worry about any locks. You can try it for yourself later.
Master, please remember, unlocking these old mechanical locks is not indicative of any competence. When opening the box, I recommend saying to oneself, this is meaningless. Fairy's capabilities are far superior.
Fairy, doesn't it show insecurity if you have to keep emphasizing that fact?
Thank you, Master. I accept this as the HDD System Boot welcome message.
One more thing. Speaking of the association, someone over there gave me some insider intel about Hollow C41. You must have noticed when you went there yourself. That warehouse, preserved in such good condition as it is? Well, it likely belongs to Midsummer Incorporated.
Midsummer Incorporated? Who are they? Are they a big deal?
What? You've really never heard of Midsummer Incorporated? They were a major weapons manufacturer. They even challenged Three Gates military tech for the lion's share of the market.
This is like the event story, so it's not like the main story or anything.
But the fall of the old capital hit them real bad, and soon they disappeared from the industry. But just before that happened, they held a press conference announcing a mysterious treasure to boost their struggling performance. If that warehouse really belongs to Midsummer Incorporated, then it all lines up. The piles of supply boxes, the high-value contents, and also the defensive weapons we ran into. So that's that. Our shared goal is settled. Find Midsummer Incorporated's mysterious treasure.
Here's an unpopular opinion that I have that I don't think a lot of people have. I don't find Nicole attractive at all. But that is just my opinion.
Info about the warehouse while you keep exploring Hollow C41. Bring us back those supply boxes so we can unlock them. As part of the deal, you can have anything useful you find inside. Consider it your vacation fund. But don't throw away the other stuff you can't use. There might be some merchants interested in it. It's Camellia Golden Week after all. Lots of businesses will be buying and selling all sorts of stuff.
Okay, I've got it.
Make a big holiday shopping list, Faithin. Soon, we'll be swimming in Denny's.
Paperback Weasel is asking, do you think MiHoYo should give an infinite stacking Eidolon when you go past E6 on a character, so it doesn't feel like you wasted money? Oh, that is tough. If there's PvP, I don't think it should, because it feels like it's gonna be like this guy with like E100 fighting against everyone else, and it's also quite difficult from a content creator perspective because some E100 guy is going to just like one turn everything. So I think having a cap off to Eidolons makes sense, because it's not as if you would like get you won't pull on a limited banner character if you already had like E6 of that particular unit. So I think it's fine. Just curious, fellas asking, do you 100% chest hunt in Genshin? Yes, I did. When I was like very engrossed in the game, I did. So I have all of Mondstadt on my main account, all of Mondstadt, all of Liyue, most of Inazuma, 100%, like unlocked everything. I did all like the secret chests, hidden chests, those that weren't even part of like the 100%, I did try to do those. But I think later half of Inazuma and Sumeru and Fontaine especially. Fontaine I didn't really touch much. Were never 100%. I wasn't even close. I think I was, for Sumeru, I think I was like 30-40% most of the entire map. Unlocked all the, like, the main stuff. Probably some like hidden teleporters I didn't unlock. My Fontaine is like barely like 1-2%. No, maybe that's exaggerated. Like 5-10%. But yeah, I do like 100%ing stuff. I'm 100%er for games. I try to like perfect my games like on Steam that I have when I have the time. Like recently, the one that I did before this ZZZ one was Civilizations 5, the old one, not the new Civilization 6. So I actually managed to complete that on deity, which is like the hardest difficulty, which was like a dream of mine to clear it. It's very, very difficult. So a completionist in that sense, good and bad. Do y'all like PvP? Like, do y'all actually want PvP? I feel PvP is like is very difficult to separate the line between whales and non-whales, because whales will always have an advantage. Very flex indeed. No, PvP makes the game unappealing, like the way it is. Yeah, definitely do think so. Did you know that there's PvP in Zenless Zone Zero, but in a different form? There's this snake PvP. Let me show you guys, since I am here. Okay, this is live, so I absolutely am trash at this snake duel. But we will match with something, and we actually have this game mode. I don't know whether it's permanent, but apparently you can like match with other players to play snake duel. I hope I don't embarrass myself live. But yeah, my slow hands will be playing snake. This is the kind of like, I think HoYoverse did PvP right, where this kind of like mini game PvP, like leaderboard or who clears faster, and this like snake duel kind of thing, where money doesn't like change anything, and there's no like rewards for winning. It's just sort of like flex, I guess. I mean, not even flex. It's like, who cares whether you want a snake duel, right? But healthy competition, I would say. Even like Genshin Impact PvP, like TCG, like no one really cares if you're like the top leaderboard of like TCG, but it's just still some healthy competition. Okay, be amazed at my look at how bad my snake skills are. So my job is just to not die. Like my secret strat is to not die. This is the PvP at its finest. Oh, almost died there. Oh no, I'm not going here. Oh. Pressure's building up. This is harder than the combat. Hey, where are all the guys? What? No. Ah, okay, I'm dead. Ah, shit. Oh no! Oh, that was so close. Oh no 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 no! Oh yes! Ah! Damn it! Got hit by the ball. Man, I suck at this game. Look at that 0 right there. Well done, guys. All these chats. Yeah, so that is the PvP right there. Perfect 0 score for me. But yeah, it's quite fun. It's quite addictive, especially if like you play with peeps. So that is what I call like nice PvP. It's 1v1v1v1. Everyone for himself. So I think you are supposed to be the longest snack at the end, then you win. Yeah, Raymond, imagine if like you were fighting with a whale account and then he had like E6 everything with R5 everything. That would be so frustrating. Like I would if I didn't have like a whale account, I probably wouldn't even like want to play PvP. I'll just avoid it completely. Who likes going in and like losing to like some whale? It's not even like a skill difference kind of thing. So I think HoYoverse does PvP right. Not many games do. But definitely I would say like PvP helps incentivize spending. Some games that I play like PvP and it's because of the competitiveness. Like once they suck you in with the story and then you feel like competing, then you'll start spending some money to climb the leaderboards. That's how they get you. And then once you start spending, it's a whole of disaster. Because you just spend non-stop. What level am I now? I am almost 34. Which means, likely Friday, we'll be entering the final hollows.
I only handle technical matters.
So I probably want to get my characters up so that I don't be too underleveled. Notice how when I like wanted to level my characters, I just gravitate naturally towards Grace. It's not like bias or anything. Hoyo gives PvP and comes in trial characters. That would be interesting since what we test is our skill issue. Yep, I think trial characters will be quite fun. But that'll be tough, especially in like turn-based games. Because everyone has the same character, so it's who acts first. And if it's who acts first, then it's who has the better gear. Which then becomes like a whale thing because a person who refreshes will always like have more chances to get relics. I mean, more chances means you can get more dogshit relics, but at least you have a chance of getting better stack gear. So even if it's trial characters, if you can bring your own relics into the game, then it's still like not really fair. It's still a whale diff. Just nice, I have enough for 1k more. So let's do our final fight to end off probably the stream since we are more or less done for the day. I'll try to be my coolest in this combat, if at all.
You rang?
Apologies.
I'm here. That's it. Wanna help me test this? What a pain. Perfect timing. Let's cook it up. Okay.
Say no more. combat.
Let's hurry it up.
Stand still.
Good riddance.
Okay.
What a king.
Wanna help me test this?
You rang?
Stand still.
Okay. Let's hurry it up.
Very fun, very fun. And we are level 34. Okay, Friday's one is going to be very, very tough because we are really entering like the Memory of Chaos kind of equivalent. We'll be 35, which is like the entry level that is required. This is the one I'm talking about. For those of you who don't know, we joined like 4 days late. We are slightly late to the beta. That's why we just are about to enter the Hollow Zero final stages. So this is the one that is like super challenging, this one over here. And it requires me to like clear this. So once we clear this, probably I have access to that. And this is level 35, which we will have on Friday. So this one is going to be super fun. I think we will be excited for this one. I'm very excited. It's going to be very, very tough and I expect to lose a lot. But once that's done, I can finally like start creating Team Com showcase videos. Do I think that I'm good enough for the Hollow Zero? Probably not. But with your support, we probably will do better. I have no idea when it ends. Probably 1 more week? 2 more weeks? Honkai Star Rail lasted for a month. I think they want to also see how's the progression of players for 1 month before they actually decide, like, do they want to close it early? Usually CBT 1 is very early. CBT 1 was like 3-4 days. They just wanted to get a feel of combat and how people feedback on that. CBT 2 for Honkai Star Rail was 1 month, and CBT 3 I think was around the same as well. CBT 3 basically is just a publicity stunt. CBT 2 is actually where the bulk of the meat of the content came from. Yeah, 1 month, very long. I think it's also because they want to proxy one patch. How much content there needs to be in a patch before they release the game. Right now, I feel that there's not enough content for 1 full patch. Like, we were more or less like done with everything in like a week. The main story maybe it takes like quicker. But of course we were like streaming. But then again, streaming should be faster because we were doing it every day. So maybe they might do a bit more content. I think they will finish up the Victoria housekeeping ones. The one with a Lycaon in it. I'll put it will automatically upload in the channel. Even though you guys see here like all the story is done. But I actually managed to save like the video of like the entry and the way it ended. So it'll be uploaded on the channel. I think it's scheduled to go live like this week, somewhere on this week. Yeah. But yeah. Anyways, see you guys on Friday. It's also, I think it's probably after the Genshin live stream. Maybe I might change it to after the Genshin live stream so that it becomes like more in line. And I think Friday more people can stay up a little bit later. But anyways, thank you guys so much for joining in. A lot of names now are being very familiar. Thanks so much for watching and supporting as well. Anyways, look forward to see you guys on Friday, which we will have hard content. And thank you so much for watching again. See you in the next video.